Yes, I'm literally about to record a serious video with this shirt on. I don't know, I don't want this video to be too serious, but at the same time I want to sit down, have a chat with you guys, and tell you guys what's been on my mind recently. By the way, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but this fucking lighting right now, dude, like, my videos are actually well lit for once. Like, I'm in a dark ass room. I don't even have my lamp on or my room light or anything. I'm literally just using the lighting that recently came into the mail, and holy fuck, I am so happy with it. Sometimes it can get a little bit intense, like if I turn it up anymore and I look at it, I'm literally going to get fucking blinded. Like, I'm actually going to show you right now. Let me turn this up a bit. Oh my god, I can't even fucking look at it. It's that fucking bright. My eye is twitching now because of it. Jesus Christ, we need to like readjust that now. Fucking hell, that is one intense ass light. It's so intense that I actually think my forehead is reflecting the light. Jesus, big forehead problems, right? But anyway, the quality of my videos and in my streams is very, very slowly getting better and better by the week, and I'm so fucking happy. My setup is the best it's ever been. I have 2 monitors, one to play, one to live stream. I have an amazing fucking computer. I have some great lighting, great sound from my microphone. Like, my setup is at the best point it's ever been. But even with all of that, regardless of how good my setup is, there are still a lot of times with my YouTube channel and streaming on Twitch where I have my ups and downs. There are times where everything is fucking great, and I'm not talking about like views and subscribers and, you know, how many people are paying attention to me. That's not it, because I don't give a fuck about numbers. I gave a fuck about numbers at one point, and it did kind of help a little bit. I did get more views, but overall I was just not happy whatsoever. Like, it was really sacrificing my mental health to try and reach those high numbers, and eventually I just sort of gave up on that whole tactic. So months before my computer arrived, before I even got a job, I decided to make the decision to stop doing this shit for views and just simply do it for fun. And that's why I take this stuff a lot more seriously, and why I kind of don't really give a shit when it comes to having my videos structured in such an important way, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this for fun. If people want to watch, they'll watch. If they don't want to watch, me clickbaiting and all that stuff isn't going to make them watch. The reason I hate clickbaiting so much and focusing on making every single video as clickable as possible is because a lot of the times the people who end up clicking those videos will not actually stick around for you. They will just watch the video because it's fucking huge. Like, I've had videos that blew up, relatively speaking anyway, they've blown up for me, and a lot of those people don't end up subscribing. I've had videos recently that I've gotten like over 1,000 views, and none of those people really stick around to subscribe. This makes it sound like I care more about subscribers. That's not really the case. I don't really care about the number of subscribers I have, but rather the amount of people who are watching, who are actually giving a shit about my content, who actually give a shit about me. Because I don't give a fuck how big that subscriber number is. I'm still going to get comments, and I'm still going to reply to them. Regardless of how big that number is, I'm always going to focus on the people themselves and not the number that I see on my screen. But with trying to do this for fun and getting this insane setup that is just so fucking good for me, that is only going to get better, now that I have some proper lighting in my videos, which can actually improve. I could get a second light and have it come from these sort of directions instead of straight on in front of me. The only real things I need to improve at this point is soundproofing my room and then getting a new desk, and after that it's literally just upgrading everything. Everything that I already have at that point will just get upgraded. I'll get a better microphone, a better camera, I'll upgrade my computer. I don't fucking know. There is not much more to do with my setup, and I'm very happy about that. But with the evolution of my setup and now having a job and being able to afford lighting and a computer and all this stuff, I wanted to do this shit a lot more seriously. I did want to have fun with it, of course. I will always do this shit for fun. I don't care about numbers, as I said earlier, but I wanted to do it a lot more because I started enjoying it. But regardless of what you're doing, if you're doing it too much, it doesn't matter how fucking much you enjoy it. If you're doing it so much to the point where it's literally eating into your own personal life and it is fucking with your mental health, that's not a good thing at all, and that's where the main discussion of this video actually comes into. I remember before my computer came in, on my videos I would mention how I'm gonna start daily live streaming and I'm not gonna put this shit down and I'm just gonna go as hard as I fucking can while simultaneously uploading videos every single 2 days. And I really thought I would be able to do that. I thought that that was a great fucking idea. I thought that the more I do this, the more I'm going to grow and the better my channel is going to get over time. But as a lot of you guys have noticed on my channel, I have been quite inactive over, I'd say, the past 2 weeks, and I'm not going to make excuses for it. I'm going to give you guys reasons for it, but I don't feel like they're excuses, and it is up to me as a content creator to maybe move towards the right direction and make the decisions that I think are necessary for the overall health of my channel and for the viewing pleasure of you guys. As a lot of you guys know, I have a job now, and I have to attend to that, and I have a lot of the times work a day after another, and I can't stay up very, very late trying to grind out videos and make sure that they're perfect and sacrifice sleep, because in case you guys didn't know, I have a condition. It's called epilepsy. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what it is. I didn't really think I would ever talk about my epilepsy on my YouTube channel, but I don't really care because this is very personal to me. A lot of you guys are very in tune with my personal life. Nothing too extreme, but a lot of you guys know about a lot of stuff that goes on in my own personal life. But in case you guys didn't know, I have epilepsy, and it's not triggered by flashing lights. It's triggered by stress, a lack of sleep, and a lack of exercise. When it comes to a lack of exercise, that kind of goes hand in hand with eating healthily, and I don't feel like I eat like the worst person in the world. I'm pretty kind of healthy. I'm not like super in shape or anything, but that's under control. It's not like I'm gaining too much weight and causing myself to have seizures because of it. Stress can also cause seizures for me. In fact, the first ever time I had an epileptic seizure was because of stress. I'm not going to get into the details of how that happened, but that was the first way that I've ever had a seizure. It's the first and only seizure that I've ever had. And finally, the big one, the one that probably annoys me the most. I don't really care that I have epilepsy. It's not really too big of an issue, but the one thing that annoys me is a lack of sleep can induce a seizure. And this doesn't necessarily mean that if I don't get enough sleep, I will have a seizure. It just increases the chances of me having a seizure. And a lot of the times I'm just not really willing to take that. Did this bitch just honk at me? A lot of the times I'm just not really willing to take that risk because I will wake up in the morning and I'll start having a shit ton of twitches, which could actually lead to injury. I have had times where I've accidentally spilled like a cup of tea or something that's pretty fucking hot because I'm having twitches in the morning because I didn't get enough sleep, and that's really important. No matter what, under no circumstances will I ever get less than 8 hours of sleep. I need to get more than 8 hours of sleep. 8 is the minimum, but if I get anything less than that, then I have a huge risk of either falling into a seizure or having twitches the next morning, which isn't necessarily pleasant. And so this kind of ties into my job. When it comes to YouTube and when it comes to streaming, I do this shit for fun. I do not do it for a living, so I cannot sacrifice sleep to stream for longer or to make sure that I put a video out for that day, because if I get any less than 8 hours of sleep, as I said earlier, I'm posing myself to a lot of risk. So I need to make sure that when I'm uploading videos or I'm live streaming, I'm doing it in the amount of time that I actually have. And if I don't have time, well then the majority of the time, I just have to suck it up. I will either not be able to stream that night or I won't be able to upload that day. And it really fucking sucks, but that's just the way it is until I can turn this into a living one day. And so I was thinking to myself that I would be able to upload videos every 2 days and daily live stream for the entire time until I managed to turn this into something bigger. And as a result, I have really fucking burnt myself out to the point where yesterday I reached my breaking point and I was like, I cannot keep this up. I'm going to work and then I'm coming home and every 2 days I have to upload a video, which I have been very, very inactive with recently because of the fact that I also have to live stream for a few hours. I just simply don't have the time or the fucking willpower to attend to all of this shit. Like, I have things that I have to attend to. I cannot just work, come home, make a video immediately, upload it, and then stream for the rest of the time. I have things in my personal life that I have to focus on as well. And so, as I said yesterday, I had my breaking point. I did live stream for a few hours, but I really wanted to upload a video yesterday, and I just simply did not have the time because I got held back at work. And this week specifically, I have so many hours compared to previous weeks. Like, I have to slow down a little bit, and this isn't going to be anything too crazy. It's not like I'm leaving YouTube or I'm leaving streaming, because at the end of the day, I enjoy it. But I need to make some sort of decision, some sort of adjustment that won't sacrifice my own fucking mental health, and I can still do it pretty consistently and bring content to you guys. I did consider maybe changing my uploads a little bit, but I think that that's not really a great idea, because uploading videos every single 2 days isn't the hardest thing in the world. As long as I have a topic to talk about, uploading every 2 days isn't a problem. The problem is trying to stream every single fucking day. Jesus Christ, what was I thinking? I didn't know that it was going to be this taxing on myself to stream for a few hours every single day. A load of YouTubers will suggest that if you're just starting off streaming, 2 to 3 days max, but not every single day. And I remember when I first started, I was trying to do like 6-hour streams every single day. Eventually, I started making some sort of structure to my schedule, and I started streaming 2 to 3 hours every single day, but even then, that's a lot. So I'm going to be lowering the amount I'm going to be streaming. I'm not going to be lowering the amount that I'm going to be streaming in a single stream, but I am going to be lowering the amount of days that I'm going to be streaming. From now on, I think I'm going to stream probably on average 2 to 3 days every single week, and a maximum of 4 days every single week, because I just really need to have some room to breathe and sort of kind of chill from time to time, because holy fuck, this is a lot more work than I expected. Another reason why this is a positive thing, choosing specific days that I'm going to be streaming and not streaming every single day, is because if I don't have work the next morning, I can sacrifice sleep to stream later on in the day, because I can just sleep in the next morning and make sure I get the right amount of sleep. And also, this is a huge benefit for you guys, because if I'm streaming very early on, like in the afternoon, a lot of my viewers can't actually watch because they're either in school or actually asleep, because about 50% of my viewers actually come from the US. So if I stream later on the night, a lot of these people can actually watch me. I get a lot of complaints from people saying I missed your stream because I was in school, and I'm just thinking to myself like, fuck, I really should stream later on the night. So being able to pick those specific days where I can stream very late on the night is going to be a lot better for you guys, because what's the point in me streaming if people aren't able to watch? Of course, I'm still doing it for fun. That is the point, to do it for fun, but if nobody's watching, well then I could really just play the game off stream, if that makes any sense. Streaming every single day also sacrificed a lot of my upload schedule on YouTube, because I felt like streaming was more important than uploading. And so there were days where I would go a lot of days consecutively streaming, but I would be very disappointed in myself in the stream because I didn't upload a video for that day, and that's just kind of in the back of my mind, just worrying me. So I think this schedule of streaming on average 3 times a week and uploading videos every 2 days is a little bit more stable. It's way more sustainable. So that's pretty much all I wanted to get off of my chest. I just wanted to sit down, let you guys know where I'm at, and kind of just talk about what's going to be happening in the future, because this is a lot of work that I'm putting into my channel and to streaming, and I feel like I shouldn't overdo it, because yesterday I did reach my breaking point and I was so sad. Like, I was talking to my girlfriend on FaceTime, and I was just in a terrible mood because I couldn't upload that day, and I was streaming, and it was just all over the place, and I had loads of hours of work as well, and that kind of came into the way of me being able to upload and stream effectively, and I was just very all over the place yesterday, so I figured I would just make this video, let you guys know where I'm at, and we'll go from there. That's pretty much all I had to say. If you guys ever want to talk to me, leave a comment or tweet at me or post on one of my social medias, and I'll get back to you guys. But that's all I had to say. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.